Hi, everyone. Welcome. I wanted to come on here and talk to you, answer some questions, and talk to you about being the eye of the storm instead of you being the storm. And that is like circumstances, right? A storm can be circumstances around you. Instead, you want to be the eye of the storm, the source of the power of what is happening around you. And I want to give you guys a couple of examples that have happened to me in the last 2 days and what that means, and like when circumstances are around you and what it feels like to be in control despite what is happening around you. All right. So, for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for being here. My name's Rose, and I am a success and confidence coach, and I help people get out of their own way so that they can get what they want and have success in everything and anything they do. I love focusing on business because I am a kick-ass businesswoman. And so this is something that I talk about quite a bit and with my clients. And it doesn't matter what you're manifesting, whether it's relationships, business, money, house, whatever, it's all the same thing. It comes from being confident in yourself and believing in yourself because that is your foundation of manifesting. And even if you don't believe in manifesting, you never heard of manifesting, and you're new to my channel, you want to be self-confident. If you want to accomplish goals and get anything you want in your life, it makes it so much easier and you'll see things happen much faster. So let's get going on this topic because, okay, so here's what I mean by circumstances, right? Because we're all surrounded by circumstances. Stuff is happening around us all the time. We have noise, people interrupting, people talking to us. We have desirable and undesirable things happening around us, right? There's all kinds of noise, okay? And so yesterday I was at a nail salon getting my nails done, and I was sitting there, and when I walked in, it was really peaceful. Okay. It was like really calm. There's some people in there, but it wasn't too busy. Within about an hour and a half of me being there, because I got a pedicure too, the amount of people that came in was flooding. People were just flooding in to the nail salon. And there was like so many people crowded. There was no place for them to sit anymore. And I noticed that the people working there started like freaking out. They were walking faster. They were trying to move things around, and they were all speaking to each other, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. But you can tell just by the way they were talking, the way they looked, and their tone of their voice, that they were like worried or stressed out, and they were trying to keep up with the amount of people coming in to have their nails or wax or whatever done. And the people at the front waiting, they were not happy, and they looked upset because they were waiting a while. I saw other people waiting in the other chairs, like not even be attended to. And I started really getting involved. And in my mind, I was being taken care of, but I was starting to get involved mentally as to what was happening. And I started feeling the stress. I started feeling their annoyance or frustration, the people sitting around and the people working. I started feeling how annoyed everyone was and mad because they weren't getting serviced, including the person that was doing my nails. I could tell that he was getting a little worried. He kept looking up. He kept standing up and sitting down and kept apologizing to me for getting up and sitting down. And I was just like, at one point I said, I wish I knew how to do nails because I'd help you because you guys need more people in here. And every time you turn around, more people would come in, more people come in. And I'm just like, holy crap. Like, you guys are so busy, and they didn't clearly have enough people. Okay. So then what happened, I realized that I was getting carried away. I was getting sucked into what was happening around me emotionally, and I was getting sucked into it, just mentally. I was like paying attention. And when I realized how I was feeling flustered. I was feeling overwhelmed. Okay. And when I realized that, I said, stop, to myself. And then I immediately felt like I went into my little zone, my bubble. I call it my little bubble. And I went into my bubble and I said, focus on you. Focus on you. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you're supposed to do. You just focus on you. Focus on getting your nails done. Notice how he's doing this. Are you comfortable? Do you want me to move my pillow around for you? I started doing everything about focusing on how I felt, how my body felt. I noticed that my breath was increasing. I was sweating. And I said, okay, breathe slower. And I just calmed myself down. Okay, nothing was happening to me, you guys. Okay, I'm just wanting to show you that this is what it feels like when you have circumstances, like undesirable circumstances happening to you in your world, that you want to get engaged with them, that you want to react to them, that you want to fix them, that you want to keep staring at them, that you want to look at your circumstances because it's like all over you. Like me in this busy nail salon, everybody was going crazy, right? And I started falling for it too. And I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? It's not even my business, right? I was just getting sucked into it. So two things I want to give a description about. An example about how to use this, right, is one, when you have circumstances happening that you don't like and they're contradicting whatever it is that you want, we have the option on how we react to whatever is happening, okay? And notice how when I noticed I was reacting, I stopped, I noticed it, and I said, okay, just focus on me. I focused on my breathing. I focused on how I can feel more comfortable. I was paying attention to what my nail person was doing with me. I stopped looking. I stopped going around noticing everything. And when I did that, within a minute, I felt calm. I felt more calm. I felt more peace. I felt okay again. And I'm like, nope, it's not my problem what's happening around here. I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to focus on me. And then a few minutes later, this woman came over, okay, and sat next to me, and she walked in complaining. I don't know what she was complaining about. And they sat her right next to me. And she was going, blah, blah, blah. She was going off, okay? She would not stop. And I didn't even look at her, okay? Because I refused to get out of my bubble. And I was like, I'm good, I'm calm. Her stuff is not my stuff. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my experience. Well, she sat next to me, and within a minute of her sitting next to me, she be quiet, and she just turned and looked at me, and she's like, with a sweet voice, she's like, oh, I really like your nails. Those look really nice. And I said, thank you. Then when she calmed down, then I engaged with her. And I said, yeah, it's worth the wait. They do a really good job. And she calmed down. Do you notice how I didn't interact with her circumstance until it came to my energy or my vibe or my level? I was like, no, I'm not reacting to this until things conform to me. Then I engage with them. So this is the second thing. Just because someone else is acting weird or they're doubting or they're typing stuff on Facebook, because I've had a couple of people, before post on my YouTube channel saying this doesn't work and self-concept doesn't work, and people like to poke holes and doubt and fear, like you don't need to do that, you don't need to work on your beliefs, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. It's like, okay, I want you guys to look at that kind of person as this lady that sat next to me and just be like, so what? I don't care. I'm going to stay laser focused on what I believe. What you're going through, I am not going to soak it in. Yes, you're a reflection of my old beliefs, the way I used to think, and I am not going to give you any power. And when that woman calmed down and she spoke to me at where I was peaceful and enjoying what was happening, then I engaged with her. Do you see? So I wanted to give you guys that example of, yeah, it was a nail salon experience, but I quickly noticed me getting involved in the chaos, in the circumstances around me. And when I did, I switched the focus from what was happening out around me to in me. And then I quickly became calm. I hope that this makes sense. for you guys, because I was sitting there going, I have to talk about this. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is, I, for a while, wanted to get a tattoo covered up. I had the little cowboy hat on my ankle, and I wanted to get it covered up. And so I found a place here in Chicago that that would cover it up. Okay, so I had gone to a few tattoo shops, and I'd already decided in my head how much I wanted to pay. And the first place I went to, they wanted to charge me like $250 over what I was willing to pay. And I was like, no, I'm going to get what I want. Then I found another tattoo place only 2 blocks from my house. Super, super cool. Saw his Instagram, saw his work, got highly recommended. I contacted him, and he was like, he told me how much he charges. And I was like, holy crap, that's, way more than I wanted to pay. So I thought, I'm like, okay. So I went and talked to him. He drove a picture, blah, 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 made an appointment like a month ago. And I went today. All right. So I went today. I got there on time. Like, I worked out, took a shower, I sweated, I ran over there to get there on time because I respect people's time. Okay. I got there on time, and he was not there. And when he finally got there, he not only got there a few minutes later, but he said, well, I have a person that is running late that I have to take care of before you, but they only have a small, like 40-minute job. And I was like, I'm like, what the hell? I felt like, what the hell's going on? Why am I being told to wait? This is not how it works for me. Okay. And then I said, well, I don't really understand this, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with it. And I said, I'm just going to go home. Just text me when you're done, when you're ready to have me back. And he said, I'm really sorry. And he said, because you're being so cool, he said, I'm going to take off $200 off of your tattoo. And I was like, and guess what? So with all of that being said, all of that happened because I got the price that I wanted to pay for my tattoo, the exact price. So I could have reacted and gone off on him and been like, right? I could have done that. I could have been like a mean person and, said, that's not good. I want my money back or whatever, right? I could have done that, but I was like, you know what? There's a few things that I left undone at home. I needed to stop at Trader Joe's and get my oatmeal. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be back. I'm going to go take care of a couple of things and I'll be back. And that's when he said, you know what? You're so cool. I'm going to give you a discount. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And so I came home, took care of all the things that I need to do. I leisurely walked over there, and I ended up obviously doing like some coaching with him about his business, because I love talking about business. And he was a really, really cool guy. And he did an amazing job on my tattoo. When it heals, I'll post a picture on Instagram if you want to see it. But anyway, so what the circumstances looked undesirable. Another example, okay? But just because they looked undesirable, I had the choice to react to them or not. But those circumstances were bringing me what I wanted, and that was to pay a price for my tattoo. Do you see? So I know better to not fight against what is in front of me, but accept it and not react to it. Okay, so this is how much power and control we have. We get to choose how we react to anything in front of us, and that includes all circumstances. Anything that seemingly looks like it's going against your manifestation, anything that's going against your goal, anything that looks like your business isn't working, the relationship isn't working, it does not matter. When you just decide to go within, put the focus on you in both situations, at the nail salon and then with the tattoo, right? I decided to focus on me. What did I need? What did I want to do? What would help me feel good? right? I started adjusting the pillow and the seat. I put my AirPods on and I started listening to music, right? And same thing today. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to Trader Joe's. I'm going to go take care of those things that I left undone at home, and I'll feel good that I got them done. So do you see, I went within and I made the focus about me. And in return, I got what I wanted. Do you see? So you get what you want. So why react to things, right? We can react to things in a way that doesn't feel good and it stresses you out and it'll make you feel bad or anxious or frustration. Or you can understand that it doesn't matter what is in front of me. It doesn't matter what it looks like it might be going on. I'm just going to assume here the best. I'm like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm going to put the focus on me. And I know when I do that, that everything is going to turn out just fine. And I did that both times. Everything just comes and conforms to me. So I hope that these examples were helpful because these are my life examples. I practice this stuff just as much as all of you do, I hope. And we get to choose. And then the more that, hi, Nikki, Talia, love, light, sunshine. Glad you hopped on. I practice this stuff daily too. Okay. I don't just tell you guys to do stuff that I don't do. It's like literally, I do this myself all the time. Okay. And when I came back home, my doorman at the front, he said, the queen walked in. Well, if you guys haven't seen my post from today, right, it's like, I am a goddess, I am a queen. I posted that on Instagram. As soon as I walked in, he said, look at who's here. It's the queen. She walked in. And I said, yes, I walked in. And I kept walking, and the people holding the elevators open for me. And I'm just like, this is more like it. Do you see? Because the way that I see myself. So this is what focusing on you means. Instead of focusing on a technique or focusing on changing someone or focusing on, trying to get someone to be nice to you. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I didn't even manifest. I didn't even intend. I didn't visualize that the tattoo artist was going to give me a discount. I didn't even do that. Okay. That wasn't even on my radar. I was just focusing on me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go take care of myself. I'm going to go do what feels good right now for me. And boom, he's like, you know what? You're cool. I'm going to offer you a discount. And I'm just like, yes. I didn't visualize it. I didn't have to get into sats. I didn't have to meditate. I didn't have to script. I didn't have to write it, because when you're just focusing on yourself, everything just naturally conforms. Like Neville says, everything automatically happens because it's matching the state that you're in. In other words, the belief that you hold about yourself and the belief that you hold about the world, right? So I had an amazing chat with the tattoo guy even, and we're talking about beliefs and we're talking about mindset. And it was like the coolest time spending it with him, because I had planned to just listen to a book on my earphones, and I didn't even pull out my AirPods but once for like 5 minutes, because I was too busy having fun talking to this person. So I hope that these examples help you guys about circumstances. It's like, be the eye of the storm. I wrote that because, like, picture me in the middle of the salon with, like, kid you not, there were so many people waiting to be served. And there was like only like 8 people, like technicians in there. And there must have been like 30 people in there waiting to be served. And I'm like, how the hell are they going to do this? So I was at eye of the storm, being like, I don't give a crap what's going on around me. It's not my problem. These circumstances, these problems, the people asking for money, right? I don't know how this is all going to get handled, but it is. My desire, everything, right? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just know that I get what I want. So I'm just going to sit here and ask myself, what feels good? What else do I want? Because everything that I want is already mine. So I already have it. So there's nothing to do. So What should I do besides my nail? Want to listen to music? Do you want some more water? Right? Do you see? I made it about me. And that's exactly what you can practice every day is understand that your desires are already done. You're just focused on you, feeling good, living in the moment, having fun. What else do you want? What else do I desire? And everything has to come to you. Everything has to conform to you. So let's see, Nikki. Until things conform to me, that's when I'll engage. I love that. Yeah, that's right. Until then, it's like I don't have time for this. Who's this lady sitting next to me complaining about I don't even know what she's complaining about. I was just like, my nails are so pretty. And then when she finally calmed her voice down and she said, oh, I like your nails, I said, thank you. Do you see? I just came home from work feeling like I was invisible, trying to think of what caused my reality to none after weeks of signs of manifestation coming in threw me off. I need this. Oh, Morgan. So what? So, you're going to have, as when you're changing your beliefs about yourself or you're shifting into a state, even Neville said, how many times you shift into the desired state? He said 70 times 7. Those numbers are biblical, meaning for until. It doesn't mean 490, literally, okay? You keep shifting until it sticks. Persistence, okay? So you're going to have your old story, your old beliefs, your old way of how you thought about yourself or how you viewed the issue. It's going to come around, okay? It's going to try to persist. And your job is to persist and say, hell no, I will not. I am not going to. I don't lose. I always win. I don't lose to my desires. I win them. I always win. So even if I fall down, even if I have an off moment, off day, off hour, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. I can't ruin anything because I always win. So this old version, this old man is just trying to hold on for its life, right? The old version of me. And I refuse this. No, I already decided who I am and this is who I am. So it's okay if that old story or the old man, like Neville called it, right? The old man tries to come in. It's okay. It's like, all right, you're just trying to sneak in the back door. It's not happening, man. I caught you and you just got to go because I already have a new story. This is the version of me that I am now. Okay. And also the other thing too, is a lot of people listening to the meditation, the nighttime sleep meditation, either one, right? Or anyone, even if it's not mine, even if it's someone else's, it is very common to have like nightmares or to have weird dreams or to wake up feeling, like sad or angry or depressed or whatever as you're changing because you are kicking up some dust big time at nighttime when you're sleeping with this stuff because it's shifting away. So again, the old man is all like, I'm not leaving, right? And you're just like, yes, you are. You're leaving. Because the reason that I feel this resistance is you're on your way out, man or girl. So it's just a matter of time. Tick tock, you're on the way out. Then you persist 70 times 7, or you persist for 21 days. It's all the same stuff. Everybody gets all caught up in like, Neville didn't say this, and the terminology for this, and law of attraction, and law of assumption, and everybody's like, it doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in terms and what teachers write. It's all the same thing. Your imagination is God, power, universe, whatever. Okay, every freaking technique under the sun works, all right, if you believe it does, okay? But the only thing that all these teachers have in common is that you focus on yourself, that you go within in your inner world, And that is the only thing we have to change, is that way that we see ourselves and the way that we see the world. That is what changes. Our beliefs is what changes. Our state is what changes. And then the world must conform to the new. And your job is don't engage with the world and the circumstances until it conforms to you. Like this woman that sat next to me, I'm like, I'm not even paying attention to this person because she was just blah, blah, blahing to the whole store. And when she calmed down, and I'm like, oh, okay, then I engaged with her. And do the same thing with your circumstances around you. You're just like, you don't have to engage if you don't want to. You don't have to. Okay. And if you want to, you can. But ask yourself this question: is it going to benefit me more to engage negatively, or is it going to benefit me more to stay within me and put the focus on me? Which one's going to benefit me more to help me feel good in this moment right now? And that is the one that you want to choose. Okay. I love this. You're welcome. Oh, I helped a coworker get an apartment she really wanted. She was freaking out. She's a waitress. So I said to myself, she's going to get that place and they will call today. And 2 hours later, she called. That's what I'm talking about, Nikki. You're on it, girl. I've been watching you. I know you're doing the meditation, and I see your post. I'm watching you. I see those of you who are posting and sharing your progress and things that you're manifesting. It's like, it's so powerful, right, to share all the cool stuff that is happening with you, because it builds momentum, not only for yourself, but for others to read it. It really does. It helps. It builds that momentum instead of like, it's not working. It's like, what the hell is that going to do? Okay. So don't engage with that. You don't have to fight people. You don't have to, if someone says you don't need to do whatever, don't engage. Okay. You stay focused on me. What feels good for me now to engage and try to fight for their limitations? No, thank you. I'm going to stay here. Okay. Yes, I'm definitely shifting. It shocked me. Oh my God. Yes. Old man changing on persist. Yeah. He's just trying to hang out. He can't, or she can't. She'll never win. The old person, the old man. I get very vivid dreams for the affirmation tracks. Yeah, it's normal. Sometimes I have dreams involving people I haven't seen or spoken to in years when I listen to sleep affirmation. It's so weird. It is. I know exactly what you mean. It is really weird. When I first started doing them, I'm like, they were so weird. You're like, Mike, why the hell am I dreaming about that person? Because think about, it's all, your subconscious houses all of your memories, all the people that you've ever known, all your values, all your definitions, all your Christmas memories as a kid, right? All the long-term memory is what's in there. So when you're accessing, you're going to get like weird dreams. That's a good thing, because that means it's getting in there, girl. So just keep listening. Let's see. I didn't engage. Nope. Good. Oh, thank you, Morgan. Yeah, I'm on day 23 of the meditation. I have been on an emotional roller coaster for the past week or so. I'm super happy and feeling fantastic. One day, then the next day I'll be really down. It's okay. It's okay. Persist. Yep, you choose me. I love that. Choose you. Choose you. And Michelle, there's a new meditation too, if you want to switch and try that one, because it has different focus. And if the meditation triggers you, like you get the weird dreams or you have up and down emotional, that means it's actually working. Okay. And sometimes we want to run away from what triggers us. Like I said yesterday, we want to run, we want to avoid it, right? When those are the actual things that we want to hit head on, you're like, oh, it's working. Okay, I'm going to give you more of this because we're cleaning out that closet. So that's how I personally how I react to those things. And I'm like, oh, you don't like it? Okay, cool. I'm going to listen to it again. Now I'm going to listen to it more just because it's affecting you. So cool. We're going to get rid of this stuff. So that's my personal way of dealing with it. So yeah, so hope that you guys liked my little examples, and they were helpful, because I think it's important for people to see. You're not going to just have opportunities of circumstances happening in front of you when you're trying to manifest something. And it's not trying, we're manifesting all the time, okay, 24/7. So, but when you're deliberately manifesting something, that's not the only time you're going to experience circumstances. And sometimes you won't, sometimes you will, right, that are undesirable. We can be in this situation all the time in different places, different times of day, different, places that you visit. And so I love these opportunities because I get to practice focusing on me. I get to practice seeing how powerful I am. And when I shifted within, not only did this woman calm down, but this woman came out of I didn't even add this part in the story. This woman, another employee, came out from the back out of the nowhere. And I think maybe she's a manager, so I don't know. But she came out of the nowhere, came in the front of the store and quickly calmed everybody down. And she started taking everybody's name. She was like, okay, what do you need? You're here for, did you have an appointment? Blah, blah, blah. And then within 5 minutes, that front lobby was cleared up. I think there was like 2 people left. So that woman came in and handled everything. It's just, I shifted, I focused on me, and then everyone in that room, the whole energy changed because I changed. I was so focused on trying to fix and help and wondering how they're going to fix this problem that I was actually adding to it. So I was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm like, no, this doesn't feel good. So I went within. And then not only this woman sitting next to me shifted, but the whole nail salon became calm again. And I was like, this is more like it. You see? So this is how powerful we all are, that we get what we want and everything is always conforming to us. And you see how fast that happened? This is when people say like manifesting is instant. It is instant. Okay. And the more that you build trust in yourself and put that focus on you, and how do you build trust? It's like you focus on you more. What do I like? What do I want? No, this is what I want. This, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I don't care. Okay. I don't care about competition. What competition? There's competition. Oh, that's news to me. It's just, I only see me. I only want what I want. I'm focused on me. Do you see? That's your attitude. It's like I'm gorgeous. Of course I'm going to get what I want, right? You putting the focus on you instead of what's circumstances around you and what's happening around you. So, okay, my loves. Well, I hope that this was helpful, and thank you so much for being here. And I love you guys, and thank you for liking and commenting. And I can't wait to hear. I just got more success stories about the meditation too today, and keep sending them in. I always have to ask permission, so I have to wait for people to approve. Some people say no, and I'm just like, that's all good. I still want to hear from you, and I will never share your success story unless you give me permission. I'm a stickler about keeping confidentiality. All right. Even if you're not my client. So, all right, my loves, I will see you guys soon. Bye.